need to worry about.
Door, but ain't a way to reach it from here. Guess we'll have to take the long way around.
Dude, there is no...
Mona. Insides are leaking outside, Commander. Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Oh, duplicity.
Hey.
done. The Serenium now spews from the hangar more thickly than ever. The damage must have been more advanced than we thought. I knew I should have pushed the repairs earlier. Sure, a few may have died, but this is my fault. The blame lies squarely on my shoulders. I gambled on an outsider rather than trusting my own. With this failure, I have likely doomed this entire island to the tender mercies. No more will our stalwart subjects reap the bounty of this land. No more with the pleasant wine of Servo. Instead, this island will be trampled by the boots of our enemies. As our stewardship is cast aside like so much detritus, harmony will be lost, and chaos will reign. Freaks and worse will despoil that which is left behind, while bureaucrats will use this once proud land as a springboard for their superficial. And with the island's fall, I may have dealt a crippling blow to the Protectorate itself, eating their way deeper into Eden like ravenous maggots. And it will all be my fault. Yes, I suppose
Welcome. Glad to have you back.
take the pressure off with anti-missiles, funneled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
I can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a hull-sized sweep of the TCU in head office.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed. Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at you. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took her grass. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So Milver Street holds her contract. At least for now. Trooper Sealong agreed to receive a regular stipend in exchange for her contract, the holder of which she's been furloughed for some time owing to her failed grafts. Don't like Milver Street shepherding her. Now, let's talk helping you. There's a bridge gating entry to the northern part of the island. You want to get to the VOC? There's an alternate path, but it's blocked by Zeranium. I'll order my troops at the... From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's... Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the... If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, I'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll... Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it. but
Ain't
she's
so
more
sure you want
dangerous
to
than
work
she
for this
seems.
imbecile friend.
Even the whole of
There's
Spears.
more-
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for... If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her?
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. And you, I got a proposition for you.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. Troopers abandoning their contracts. Blackguards like you running rampant. What is becoming of this island?
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the... Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, if you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you say. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Doc Tinsley worked with grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of... After you...
Welcome, welcome. How can I improve your day? I'm sure you'll find some...
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. Bottom, sure, but not really.
I must ask you to hold still. I must say, I'm rather amazed. I must say, I'm rather amazed. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients? No need to clap yourself on the back. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, there's something for your trouble. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Not only has our good Samaritan here suggested, but they've also made a coagulant that will greatly reduce...
That still sounds...
I'm going to administer a localized anesthetic. You'll hardly feel a thing.
Hello again. Hope you ain't here for yourself. Much obliged. That feels...
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
You've returned. Now let me fetch some clean gloves. I'm here for any doctorial services you may require. Here are my supplies.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crap.
Hello again. Was there some... Oh, Inez! You look... well, like you...
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's choice.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or... I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be... that is not common knowledge in this town. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh,
where my own first aid training can't reach. Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compact. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism, and I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their...
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter.
The second candidate is a raptidon matriarch. The only one of her kind on the island, as I understand it.
Deep in protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation.
That I'm...
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest you... Yes, though I would recommend... Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean, law guide you both out there.
Commander. I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. No, I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I had some bad years on my own. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. traded some hard words over. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after I had my orders, I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther, hit the Protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission. I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as... We worked hard, but the Protectorates, often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Yeah, maybe. Easy to say that on the other side of winning. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts.
What?
Shell here, with the only task I'm unwilling to delegate. Logging our progress in the Promotion Acceleration Program.
Who would you delegate it to? We're the only ones left.
For once, you make a point, Cobb. Today's exercise really narrowed the playing field. We were tasked to analyze how the introduced Raptidon population adapted to the island. I'll admit, I took a hands-off approach. Probably why I still have my hands. That face. Those sneaky rats. Among the eaten. Wall monitor lived their guard.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Fat sanitizer, Kabir style. Definitely mispronouncing that.
Pick up the pace, Cutshaw. These raps can be anywhere, and we're both a mite right.
Hit 'em hard! Ready to waste. On your command. Oh. Okay, I'm finished. Grab your gear and let's hoof it to the final skill-building activity, Cop. Quit your loafing.